Imagine a world where the United States was never founded. No Declaration of Independence in 1776, no new republic, no torch in the harbor, no promise at the horizon, no Hollywood myth-making to beam across the world. Innovation blooms, but slower, shaped by older empires. Without America, the map of power tilts in unexpected ways. Who would rule the world? Would the planet stay connected, or drift into rival spheres? Would freedom still exist without a republic built on it? Could the future arrive on time without the American model? Tonight we imagine the world if America never was. An alternate history, where one absence changes everything. No signatures in Philadelphia, no birth of a nation. Instead, empires endure and redraw the world. Chapter 1. The Empire That Never Let Go. In this timeline, British America never rebels, or never succeeds. London tightens representation. Too little, perhaps, but enough to hold. Colonial elites bargain for rights within the imperial tent. The crown secures borders, trading alliances, and the frontier. Taxes remain, but so does imperial protection and market access. France holds swaths of the interior, rivers as royal highways. Spain keeps New Spain, ports, missions, and mines. Russia advances from Alaska, furs, timber, and ambition. Indigenous nations navigate, resist, and negotiate imperial edges. North America becomes a chessboard of crowns. The Industrial Revolution still roars, from Manchester to the world. But without an American market state, innovation centralizes in Europe. Guilds and charters gatekeep what startups once disrupted. Growth favors empires. Scale without the scrappy frontier. And what of liberty? The New World stays old, divided by flags. Trade routes harden into borders, not states of citizens. Sea power decides destiny more than ballots. Great powers arbitrate disputes far from the frontier. Nations here still decide and endure between imperial appetites. Without a U.S., wars reshuffle colonies, not sovereign states. Napoleon tests Britain, Americas become bargaining chips. Peace congresses carve influence into neat, uneasy shapes. Russia hedges, Siberia, Alaska, and warm-water dreams. The British Empire endures longer, unchallenged by a U.S. rival. English still spreads, but not the American voice. Media mirrors imperial metropoles, not a continental republic. No Hollywood, no global blockbuster era. Without American cities, jazz and hip-hop never ignite. So, who rules? And at what human cost? Entertainment flourishes, regional, refined, less standardized. Global style leans European and colonial, not Californian cool. Cricket eclipses baseball. Rugby, not gridiron, fills stadiums. Fusion follows empire sea lanes, not the American melting pot. Skylines rise slower without Chicago and New York as beacons. Science advances, but under patronage rather than venture. Networks expand, yet personal tech arrives decades later. No Silicon Valley, innovation clusters around capitals. Mass production scales, but tastes remain regional. Aviation connects empires more than it opens frontiers. Rights exist, but filtered through crowns and charters. Speech is freer in pockets, policed at the edges. Connection thrives, but under imperial switches. Would freedom still exist without a superpower championing it? Or would it glow in smaller lamps, city by city? Some say a world without America is more balanced. Fewer great power wars, more regional voices. Trade forms blocks instead of a single dominant market. Knowledge diffuses, slower but broadly shared. Local cultures breathe without a global pop monoculture, but reforms lag without a vast democratic experiment. The innovation curve bends flatter, fewer moonshots. Space becomes a scientific outpost, not an arena of superpowers. Fewer open doors, migration routes narrow. Freedom exists, but unevenly, contingent on crowns. Whether you see a gentler world or a smaller one, its missing pieces change everything we know. because influence shapes dreams as much as borders. Questions remain, answers belong to imagination. If it was never founded, the modern world as we know it simply would not exist.